Hey there, science fans. Bill Nye here, and boy, do we have an exciting adventure ahead of us. Today, we're diving into the awesome world of work, energy, and power. These concepts are everywhere in our universe, from the smallest atom to the largest star. Think about it. You use energy to ride your bike. Your phone uses energy to send text messages, and even plants use energy from the sun to grow. Understanding these concepts can unlock a whole new level of understanding about how the world works. Get ready to have some fun as we explore the fundamental laws of physics that govern our universe. We'll conduct some cool experiments and test your knowledge with some brain-tickling questions. So, buckle up, get your thinking caps on, and let's embark on this electrifying journey together. Now, when you hear the word work, you might think of homework or chores. But in physics, work has a very specific meaning. Work is done when a force causes an object to move a certain distance. Imagine pushing a heavy box across the floor. You're applying force on the box, and it's moving in the direction of that force. That's work. But here's the catch. If you're pushing against a wall with all your might, and it's not budging, you're not actually doing any work in the physics sense. That's because the wall isn't moving. Work is all about movement caused by force. The greater the force or the greater the distance, the more work is done. Energy is the ability to do work. It's the driving force behind everything we do and see around us. It's like the fuel that makes things happen. From lighting up our homes to powering our cars, energy is essential. Without energy, nothing would move, grow, or change. Imagine a world where everything is at a standstill. There are many different forms of energy, like potential energy, kinetic energy, and thermal energy. Each form plays a unique role in our daily lives. Think of potential energy as stored energy. It's like a coiled spring ready to release its power. A book held high above the ground has potential energy due to its position. The higher it is, the more potential energy it has. Kinetic energy is the energy of motion. Anything that moves has kinetic energy. A speeding roller coaster or a basketball flying through the air has kinetic energy. The faster it moves, the more kinetic energy it possesses. Thermal energy is related to heat and temperature. It's the energy that comes from the movement of particles within an object. A hot cup of coffee or a warm sunny day are examples of thermal energy. We feel this energy as heat. The cool thing about energy is that it can be transformed from one form to another. This transformation is what powers our modern world. When you drop a ball, its potential energy is converted into kinetic energy. This conversion is a fundamental principle of physics. When you rub your hands together, you're converting kinetic energy into thermal energy. This simple act demonstrates the power of energy transformation in our everyday lives. Power is all about how quickly work can be done. It's the rate at which energy is transferred or transformed. Think of two cars. One is a sleek sports car and the other is a sturdy pickup truck. Both cars can tow a trailer, but the sports car can do it much faster because it has more power. Power is calculated by dividing the amount of work done by the time it takes to do it. So, a more powerful machine can do the same amount of work in less time, or it can do more work in the same amount of time. Power is an important concept in many areas of science and technology, from designing efficient engines to understanding the energy consumption of our homes. Section 5. Experiment time. See the concepts in action. Now let's put our knowledge into practice with some hands-on experiments. This is where theory meets reality, and we get to see the principles we've learned come to life. Experiment 1. The ramp and roll. For this experiment, you'll need a ramp. A wooden plank propped up on some books works great. A small ball and a ruler or measuring tape. These simple materials will help us explore the basics of motion and gravity. First, set up your ramp at a slight incline. Make sure it's stable and won't move when you release the ball. Measure the height of the ramp from the table to the top. This measurement is crucial for comparing results later. Release the ball from the top of the ramp and observe how far it rolls across the floor. Take note of the distance it travels. Repeat the experiment, but this time change the height of the ramp. Adjust it to be higher or lower and see what happens. What happens when you change the height of the ramp? Does the ball roll faster or slower, farther or shorter? Does the ball roll farther or shorter? Record your observations carefully. Why do you think that is? Discuss your findings with your classmates and try to explain the results based on what you've learned about gravity and motion. Experiment 2, the Great Balloon Race. For this experiment, you'll need 2 balloons, a piece of string, tape, a straw, and a measuring tape. These materials will help us explore the principles of air pressure and propulsion. First, inflate one balloon and hold it closed tightly. Be careful not to let any air escape. Tape the straw to the side of the inflated balloon. Make sure it's secure and won't come off when the balloon is released. Thread the string through the straw and tape the ends of the string to 2 chairs or doorknobs to create a track for the balloon. This will guide the balloon's path. Release the balloon and observe how far it travels along the string. Measure the distance it covers. Repeat the experiment, but this time, inflate the second balloon to a different size. See how this change affects the balloon's movement. What happens when you change the size of the balloon? Does it travel farther or shorter? Faster or slower? Does it travel farther or shorter? Record your results and compare them with your initial observations. Why do you think that is? Discuss your findings and try to understand the science behind the results. This is how we learn and grow as scientists. Section 6. Quanda. Test your energy IQ. Now it's time to put your newfound knowledge to the test. Let's see how much you've learned about energy concepts. See if you can answer these energy-related questions. They will challenge your understanding and help reinforce what you've studied. Question 1. What is the difference between potential energy and kinetic energy? Think carefully about the definitions. Answer. Potential energy is stored energy due to an object's position or state, such as a book on a shelf. While kinetic energy is the energy of motion, like a rolling ball or a runner in action. Question 2. If you lift a book twice as high, how much more potential energy does it have? Consider the relationship between height and energy. Answer. It has twice as much potential energy. The energy increases proportionally with height. Potential energy is directly proportional to height. The higher you lift an object, the more potential energy it gains. Question 3. What are some different forms of energy? Think about the various ways energy manifests in our daily lives. Answer. Some forms of energy include potential energy, kinetic energy, thermal energy, which is heat energy, light energy, such as sunlight, sound energy, like music from a speaker, and electrical energy, which powers our devices. Question 4. How is power different from energy? This is a fundamental concept in physics. Answer. Energy is the ability to do work, such as lighting a bulb or lifting weights, while power is the rate at which work is done, measured over time, like the speed of a car or the ticking of a stopwatch. Question 5. Can energy ever be created or destroyed? Answer. No. This is a key principle in physics. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be transformed from one form to another. Only transformed from one form to another. This transformation is what powers the world around us. This is known as the law of conservation of energy. Understanding this law is crucial for grasping how energy works in our universe. Section 7. Energy in our everyday lives. Work, energy, and power are more than just abstract concepts in a physics textbook. They're all around us, shaping our daily lives in countless ways. Think about how you get to school each day. Whether you walk, bike, ride the bus, or drive a car, you're using energy to power your journey. The food you eat provides your body with chemical energy, which is converted into mechanical energy to move your muscles. When you turn on a light switch, you're tapping into electrical energy that was generated at a power plant, perhaps by burning fossil fuels or harnessing the power of wind or water. Our homes are filled with appliances that rely on energy to function, from refrigerators that keep our food cold to computers that connect us to the world. Section 8. Energy and the future. As we look to the future, understanding energy will become even more crucial. We face pressing challenges like climate change and the need to transition to more sustainable energy sources. Scientists and engineers are hard at work developing new technologies to harness renewable energy sources like solar, wind, hydro, and geothermal power. These technologies hold the key to reducing our reliance on fossil fuels and mitigating the impacts of climate change. By learning about work, energy, and power, you're not just gaining a deeper understanding of the physical world, you're also equipping yourselves to be informed citizens who can make responsible choices about our planet's future. Section 9. Keep exploring the science all around you. So there you have it, Science Explorers. We've journeyed through the fascinating world of work, energy, and power. We've learned how these fundamental concepts govern the motion of objects, the transformation of energy, and the rate at which work is done. But our exploration doesn't end here. The beauty of science is that there's always more to discover. Keep asking questions, keep experimenting, and keep your curiosity alive. Remember, science isn't just about memorizing facts and formulas, it's about understanding the world around us and using that knowledge to make a difference. So go out there, embrace your inner scientist, and never stop exploring the wonders of the universe.